Hi folks, this is just a quick video to talk about a change that AAA has made to their RV roadside assistance and why we really don't recommend them and haven't for a long time, at least for certain RVers. Welcome back to RV Miles, I'm Jason. Roadside assistance is one of the most important things that we feel that most travelers really need. And especially if you have a bigger RV, you're going to want a roadside assistance that knows RVs and can handle those larger RVs. That's usually not going to be what's included with your insurance or with your credit card or whatever. So we always recommend that folks get supplemental RV roadside assistance. And there are a lot of options out there, but the biggest ones are AAA, Good Sam, CoachNet, and then Safe Ride Motor Club, which is available through lots of different places, but mainly people get it through FMCA membership or Escapees Club membership. But I want to talk today about AAA's RV coverage and a recent change made to it that I've only been recently made aware of. I'm not sure how long that change has been in place, but it's a big one. And alongside it is the reason why we have for a long time not recommended people get AAA RV coverage, especially if you are somebody that travels long distances. Now, there are a couple main reasons people choose AAA for their RV roadside assistance. One might be that they've just been AAA members forever for their cars or their automobiles. The other thing is that AAA does something a little bit different than most of the other RV roadside assistances. And that is that instead of towing you to the nearest qualified repair facility, as most of them do, and qualified is usually up to them to decide based on what the problem is. So if it looks like something is going wrong with your transmission, they're going to want to tow you to a transmission shop. But AAA will tow you 100 miles wherever you want to go. And I understand why people might want to be able to choose the repair facility that they go to, and they might want to be able to choose to be towed to their home if they're camping within 100 miles. So AAA offers their Plus RV members a 100-mile tow up to 4 times a year. And their Premier RV members, which is more expensive, can be towed up to 200 miles once a year, in addition to 3 other 100-mile tows. So that's nice. But if you are out of your home range, you don't have specific repair facilities that you want to go to in the area that you're camping in, that's going to matter less to you. And those other roadside assistances, they may not let you choose wherever you want to go, but they're going to tow you an unlimited amount of miles. So for instance, if you are in a big motorhome and you're out in the middle of nowhere and you've got a transmission problem, there might not be a transmission shop that can handle a large motorhome within 100 miles. That can be a really big expensive thing because towing a motorhome of a large size a long distance gets really pricey really quick. But to the issue at hand, the main reason I haven't been recommending for a long time people become members of AAA, at least if they travel a lot, is that AAA is a collection of regional motor clubs. It's not a national AAA membership that you're joining. When you join AAA, you're put into your region's motor club, and those different regions have different rules. And when you travel outside of that region, the rules of the motor club, the region you're traveling to, apply. And that can mean lots of things. Sometimes it means they don't deal with dually tires at all. That's a really big deal. Sometimes it might mean it won't cover your trailer tow, but just your truck tow. But if I go to the homepage for my region and look through the different benefits that are offered, and I scroll down to the bottom, there's this little view disclaimer tab here that they even have. It's hidden. You have to click on it to actually read the disclaimers that are available. You can see the biggest reason that I avoid AAA, and that's the fact that if I'm out of my region, I need to get entirely reimbursed for them by the tow. It says, members requesting roadside assistance outside of Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, North Dakota, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, and Iowa, and Illinois, and Indiana will be serviced by an affiliate AAA club based on that club's servicing guidelines. For service outside this territory, please submit receipts for qualified service acquired for reimbursement. A claim form is located at AAA.com. So basically, if I'm traveling outside of the Midwest and outside of Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee, I need to submit a receipt to get reimbursed for any towing that I get. That's a big deal. Because it can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And if you don't have that readily available to you, or if that will really hurt you to immediately put up that kind of money and wait to get reimbursed, or to have to, fight for it, to fight for reimbursement. That can be really, really annoying. But down here in this disclaimer is also this new change that people have been telling me about. And now, I don't know when they put this into place. Maybe it's been there for months, maybe it's been there for years, but I've only been hearing about this very recently. It says, effective immediately with no date, Plus RV and Premier RV towing, extrication and tire service. Extrication is like getting you out of somewhere, or your RV rolled over, or you're off the road and need to be pulled off, you're stuck somewhere. That's extrication. Is limited to $500 per eligible service call and $1,000 per household membership per year. So if getting you out of somewhere is going to cost more than $500, you're paying out of pocket for the rest of that. That's going to be basically any large motorhome tow. You're going to be paying an additional amount out of pocket. So because of those two major things, we generally do not recommend people use AAA if they camp out of that 1 to 200 mile radius from their home. If you're going to be somebody that travels a lot for long distances, and especially if you have a big RV, a motorhome, a fifth wheel, a long trailer, we highly recommend you go with someone else, or at least you know what you're getting into with AAA, that you know that you might have to pay for your tow and get reimbursed. So who do we recommend? Well, we love CoachNet. CoachNet is by far our favorite roadside assistance. They have helped us out in so many situations with our bus conversion. They towed us one time on a Sunday to a service station that was closed, came back and towed us into the service bay on the next day. They called us many, many times to make sure that we were being taken care of properly, and when they needed to lay a credit card down to pay for services, they did. A big thing that a lot of people don't know about roadside assistance is that all of these companies use the same tow providers. What it comes down to, when one of them says, well, we couldn't find somebody to tow you in that area, what it comes down to is what they're actually willing to pay. Are they telling the tow truck driver, well, we're only going to pay $35 for your giant wrecker to go get that 45-foot motorhome out? Or are they willing to pay whatever depending on who is available? In our experience, CoachNet absolutely is. Now, we also have been members of this Safe Ride Motor Club, which is the roadside assistance that you can get through FMCA membership and through Escapees membership. And it also comes with new Forest River RVs. If you have a new Forest River RV, I think you get Safe Ride membership free for the first year. We have never actually had to have a tow through them, but we've heard great things through people that have had to use them. Good Sam is an option. We've heard from lots of people in lots of situations who have said Good Sam has come to them and said, we can't find somebody in your area. And then they go find someone themselves to be towed. So it kind of negates the value of the membership. But we have also talked to a lot of people that have really been happy with Good Sam. We have not been members of Good Sam Roadside Assistance, so I can't really give you our opinion on it other than what's available on the internet about it. But know those things about AAA, know that they made that change, and know that there are some other options out there. I know you might be very loyal to AAA because it is a good company and they have been really great for motorists for decades and decades. But if you have a big RV and if you travel long distances, it could be a challenge. That's it for this video. Make sure to join us over on the RV Miles podcast channel if you want to check out our weekly podcast. It's now on a separate YouTube channel that we'll link to below. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or subscribe here to our YouTube channel and like this video if you got something out of it. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. Here's another video that you might like. We'll see you next time.